I don't remember what was the last clip I filmed, but let me just update you where I'm at right now. It's coming. Okay, I'm so out of it. It's going to be finals week. Monday I have my first adult health final, and Wednesday I have my last final, which will be on psych, mental health. Am I prepared? I'm not sure. That's what I'm going to do right now. It's 8:21. I mean, I studied a little bit today. Did I study a whole lot? Not too much, but I did something. I went through all the most recent lectures, which will be what the final is going to be asking me most from. And then I made it into a Quizlet. Now I'm just going to go through the learn part of the Quizlet, which is really helpful for me at least. And then from there I have to review the old stuff, since this is a cumulative final. Always great, you know. Had I known, actually I did know. I should have prepared better. That's what I'm trying to say. But, you know, we're gonna deal with what we can deal with what the information that I got. So yeah, I'm gonna focus on the more recent things, since that's what most of the questions are gonna be on, and then go back and review from there. And then hopefully I can also get started on finishing my little study guide for psych. I just have to type in a couple more lectures and then go through and like highlight the most important things. And yeah, tomorrow I think I'm going to head to the library, just because my room is definitely not the place I need to be studying in, because I always study in my bed. That always happens, just because like my desk is a freaking mess right now. It always happens. I start with the quarter with a clean desk, and then it just ends up I pile things on there and I don't clean it because I say I don't have time, and really I just don't prioritize the time for that. And then, I mean, you don't even want to see the size. It's a freaking mess. I have things that I need to clean because I need to upload into my stores. All of that has been on a hold, which kind of saddens me, but understandably so, because I've been really busy this quarter. So yeah, all my reselling businesses I haven't been updating with new items. People are still buying, and then I'm still able to send things out when I have some time, like today. Oh, actually today was a fiasco. I can tell you a little story about that later, but all the new items that I need to wash and then take pictures of and then upload have not touched it. I also have bags of hauls, of clothing hauls that I haven't done anything with. It's all over the floor. And you know, I'm just thankful that my mom isn't about this, because she used to be when I was young. So she always forced me to clean my room, which it was a scary time because she's a strict one. But she kind of just accepted the fact that I have bigger priorities, bigger fish to fry right now, even though that shouldn't be an excuse to not upkeep my room. So that's gonna be a goal for next quarter. But anyways, let me just stop rambling. Let me just get to studying. I don't know if you want to see me studying. That was the shortest little study clip I'm filming. I think it's just really boring to see me do that. Let me just talk to you. So let me tell you what happened today. Anyways, well, let me show you first. This is what I'm starting off. This is a little study, final study guide thing, Quizlet I made, and I'm just going through the learn, which very helpful. At least it works for me. And I also appreciate the fact that in Quizlet you have the option in which you could just play your flashcards and they'll read it to you as long as your description isn't too long. If it's too long, then they won't read it. But I also like to do that in the background. I just want to set it on play so I can hear definitions. Like, you can even set it where you can only hear the term name and then they won't read the definitions, that you are prompted to think yourself of what the answer would be, or vice versa. They can read the definition for you and then you have to think of what the term is for it, or you can just have it all be read, which that's what I like to do. It's another way to review things, because I like to study visually and audibly, and actually I really don't know. I just like a mix of everything. I haven't really identified what works. It's a constant struggle in school in general, just figuring out what studying works for me. There's a couple things that I have been successful on, but I don't know if it's just because it just clicked, like I was studying the right material with the right amount of time. I feel like it's just a mix of everything to have the perfect study session, which unfortunately doesn't always happen. But yeah, I'm still figuring that out. Sure, that's very relatable. Anyways, okay, this is my little shipping story. I've been procrastinating shipping these two items for my customers, because one of them was for an international customer in Europe, in France specifically. It's pretty cool selling to people all over the world. It's like you're connected to them in a sense. Like, it's like the sisterhood of traveling pants, except we're traveling all over the globe, you know? I had to ship hers and I had to ship someone else's. I had everything prepared. I didn't close it up though because I needed to print the shipping labels. Went to my dad's house right after work, because it's like kind of on the way back before getting to my house. The mailing place is near his house, so I didn't want to drive back to my house and then drive back to the mailing place. I thought I'd just like knock it out and borrow his printer there, but for some reason whenever I try to use his printer, it always prints terribly. Like yesterday it didn't have enough ink apparently, so I wasn't able to finish that then, but I let my customers know, you know, gotta communicate, and then thankfully they were very understanding. And so this morning I headed off to go mail. Usually I am able to buy first class international shipping online through the USPS website, but that option out for some reason. I don't know if it's temporary or if they're doing that permanently, which is annoying. So I had to go in the actual mailing office and purchase it on the counter. It's fine, it's another hassle. Okay, once in line, the line was short, it was early, no one was really there. So usually what happens is that I have to like write the address, my return address, and the addressee's address on a separate little paper, and then that will be attached as well as the actual like scanning bar. At least for locally, I didn't really think about internationally, because usually when I bought it originally from USPS, I'd print the whole thing and it just have everything typed out all in one with the details of the package and stuff. But okay, so I got there. My package is really small because, you know, when you're trying to ship internationally, you want to keep it as light as possible so that way you can pay the least for shipping. So that's what I did. And the guy tells me that the package was way too small because we had to tape the little like informational sheet about what I'm sending. It needed to fit on it. And yeah, he told me I had to get a different package, and referred to me to the little side thing of the packages they sell. And if you don't know me, you know that I'm hella cheap and I like to reduce, reuse, recycle. So I was like, okay, I'll just come back. So I wasn't trying to buy, even though it was only like $1. I'm a cheap soul. I knew I had like packages at home that I could use, reuse, and not have to pay for since I already had it, you know? So I was like, I'll just come back. And so I was able to drop off the other package because that was already... Actually, no, I went to try to go study at my local library, and for some reason, today they just had a freaking bike classic, which I had no idea about. I'm not in tune with my town's events. And so there was no parking at that library because it was in downtown where everything was being held. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to Trader Joe's, because that was also part of my day's plan, was to buy some daily morning moisturizer, and my mom also wanted to try it, so I went to go buy it for her too. And I ended up getting distracted in there and buying a couple more things that I didn't really need to buy at the time, but I did. So I filmed a haul. Ended up getting 3 bags of chips and a couple of other face products. The chips were like knockoffs off of name brand chips, and I thought, you know, it'd be fun to film a video. And I feel like, I know yesterday night I did not get that much sleep, so I feel like that's what led to all these poor decisions today. I haven't been thinking straight. I need to sleep early, basically what I'm trying to say. So anyways, I filmed that, and that ended up being my lunch because I just ate a whole bunch. And at that point, I decided to prep the package to mail. So I got the bigger package thing, weighed it, made sure it wasn't over the minimum to keep the shipping below $24, and make sure it's around $14. I was safe on that. And at this point, I threw away the little label that I wrote the address, because I thought that, oh, he said they're gonna tape the thing, the big written informational sheet. So I was like, okay, I guess we don't need the written one. So I drove back to the same post office, came to the worker, told him, you know, try to mail it internationally first class, and then he tells me that I need to write the shipping label in my own handwriting of my return address and the customers. And then I literally told him, I was like, my understanding is that you're going to tape the informational written out sheet on here, not a separate addressing sheet, from my understanding from what another worker told me. And then he told me that, well, yes, that's true, but they also want the customer to write it down too, because they're going to be the ones typing out the label of what I wrote in the little informational sheet, so that the actual information sheet was going to be taped on there. And so they wanted us to write our own, to have our own little shipping label with our written addresses and everything. And then he again referred me to the little side little shop thing where I could buy a shipping label for 79 cents, which me, being my cheap ass self, was not about to do. So I was like, I'm gonna come back. Once again, disappointed, a little bit frustrated, annoyed. The worker originally, the first one in the morning, had he told me that, then I would have not thrown away the little paper I wrote earlier. But anyways, luckily I had my backpack in my car, so I had paper. But on the way walking out, I also saw that Priority Mail had their own. Priority Mail has a lot of free things that customers can use, obviously if you're buying Priority Mail though. And then I saw that they had the little sticky shipping label things. And of course, I was buying first class, so I couldn't use it with it saying Priority Mail, but I had my scissors, so I just kind of cut that Priority Mail off, and then all you could see was from and to. And at first I was a little nervous, like, is he gonna catch that I'm using a priority mail label, so I ended up like kind of rounding the edges so it kind of looked like it was its own thing that I bought on my own. But yeah, I ended up using that, but I also prepped a different blank paper just in case he would reject it with the written label. So I did some extra work. The line was much more longer, but then I ended up back at the same worker. Finally was able to get the pack assessed, and he typed the information, and wouldn't you know, so the big ass paper that I thought was going to be taped on there, literally what the first worker had told me, no, that was just the information that they would be typing, and then from there they print a smaller piece of sticky label which will be put in the package, which could have totally fit the package that I had brought originally in the morning. So I was just like I was over it at this point. I didn't mention anything. I was just like, at least I know now. At least this is a story I could share with you so that you know you won't be going through the same issues that I did. I mean, this could have all just been avoided had I just bought all the supplies I needed, but I feel like if I don't need to buy the supplies, then I won't. I don't need to spend extra money on that, even though I spent extra money on chips today. But yeah, that's my little spiel. Okay, anyways, after that, I finally made it back to the library. I kind of did a full circle of what I did in the morning, and luckily there's one spot someone had just left and I was able to park. I did some parallel parking and did it perfectly. It's freaking fun. I love parking. That's like my favorite part of driving. So yeah, I was able to study in a public library for about 2.5 hours before it closed. After that, I decided to go and watch the bike ride, the cycling races, because it was still going on after the library closed, which was at 5 p.m. and I was like, that's interesting. So I literally walked the whole path. It wasn't that long, and it's kind of interesting just seeing the city having an event. I live in a small town, and I know they have events and stuff. I don't really go to them. But yeah, it was just cool to see the little town gathered together and everyone enjoying some time watching cyclers. Okay, so after that, came back home, ate a bunch more chips, which I regret, and have been watching YouTube. Watching YouTube got me inspired to continue doing my vlogging, which is why I'm filming today, which is another reason why I'm procrastinating with studying. But, you know, we're gonna get through this. So now I'm gonna actually study, and then probably the next clip will be something going on tomorrow. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Good morning, world. Today is Sunday, March, it's St. Patrick's Day, I think. I saw a filter on Snapchat. I don't know what the day. Okay, Google, what day is it? Doesn't even want to listen to me. But alright, that's fine. I really don't know what the day is. Like... Okay, it's March 17th. There we go. It's about 9:40 a.m. right now. And I'm... my final for Med-Surg 1, Part 1, is tomorrow. Am I ready for it? Not exactly sure. But today I'm gonna get as much studying as I can done. I wish I kinda had time to study, but you know what? At this point, I just gotta get things done. I'm gonna eat breakfast while I'm rereading lectures of previous times because it's a cumulative test. And then I'm gonna take breaks every hour just because that's good for you. I heard my teacher said that, you know, it's not good to study hours and hours consecutively. You need to take some breaks. So I'm gonna do that. And every break I'm gonna clean my room. So that should be exciting. Let me show you my breakfast. That's what I'm really excited for this morning. It smells really good. It is this almond butter toasted bread with turmeric, that's the orange stuff, and cinnamon. Oh, it smells so good. This is breakfast for champs. I usually always make this type of breakfast. Did I say it's also banana on there? But yeah, I usually make this in the morning when I have time. It's good. Tastes good, and it has some good nutritious properties, which you can research yourself. But yeah, don't sleep on turmeric, guys. Also, I have a cup of milk, which is over here. Yeah, I don't know why a lot of YouTubers hate on milk. Like, I mean, I get it if you don't like dairy from actual cows, but milk is good for you, okay? Don't not drink milk just because someone says it's disgusting. I mean, sure, it'll get you bloated for dairy milk, then just replace it with almond milk or something else, because you need your vitamin D, you need those nutrients in your body. You don't want to get osteoporosis, which I can tell you a little bit about. Actually, no, I can't. I need to review that, so we're gonna do that. Alright, let's go. Oh, let me just tell you also the plans for today. So I'm gonna study here at home every hour, consecutively. I still need to put my contacts in, but last night I slept while I was studying, so then I woke up at 4. My body knows when I'm not prepared to go to sleep, so I had to like take off my contacts then, so I need the contacts to soak for 6 hours before putting them on, so around 10:40 something, then I'll put them on, and then I'll get my day started. So I think I'm gonna study here until after lunch, then I'm gonna head to, I don't know if I'm gonna go to my local library or go to my school's library, and then head to the gym afterwards, and then plan on sleeping early today. But yeah, that's what's going on, and let's get into a time lapse of me studying. Okay, Google, set an alarm an hour from now. Let's get it. Hey, this is me looking a mess part 2, but anyways, studying didn't go as planned for this first hour just because I got a little distracted with emails. At least, so I think I mentioned in the previous video, I recently got a new job in the actual hospital. So apparently there's 2 domains in my emails in my account, basically, in where I'm enrolled in, and they moved everything to the medical center, which I had no idea of because they didn't let me know, which is freaking annoying. They could have communicated that it was going to be moved and everything. So the past week I've been sending out emails to find out things about what I need to register for next quarter, as well as for work, emailing back my supervisor and my other instructor about, you know, things I need to get done, and had no reply. Was waiting on an email from my teacher about practice exams for the final. The practice one she'll put up online for us to take, and I received no email. And also, there's apparently a study group which I had no idea about because I received no email. So at first I thought, okay, maybe my Outlook is the domain where it's based off of. Maybe it's just, you know, messing up right now. Maybe I just gotta wait. Maybe no one's been responding because they've been busy, you know, whatever. I decided to go on Canvas, which is where I could see everything that's going on in classes, and I finally saw that my teacher had actually told us last week. She sent a message on there about there being practice exams on Thursday and Friday, and now today on Sunday, the last day, which I had no idea about. Usually what happens when they send a message on Canvas, it also notifies us on Outlook. That's what I look at. I was like, okay, this is an issue. It wasn't just a one-day thing. This has been going on for the whole week. So I realized the website where I have to log in to put in my hours for where I work, I wasn't able to log in my original domain, which was just the general school, and then I figured out that I had to log into the medical center domain, even though the work I'm currently in right now is not based on the medical center, but they moved me there. So then I realized they probably moved my email to the medical center domain, which I had no idea they had one. I thought like my school email stays my school email with this domain. So annoying. So I ended up finding it. I logged in, and what do you know? I have freaking 50 emails which I haven't read, and they're all responses for the emails I'd sent that I've been waiting for, and now I had to catch up. So that took up a bit of my study time this past hour. So yeah, I have to deal with that. I have to sign up for these classes on a different school. I'm gonna just deal with that after tomorrow's final because I really need to focus and study today. So that's just a little annoying thing that happened. Anyways, yeah, I was trying to catch up. I responded to some emails, but I haven't responded to all of them because it's just, emails are annoying. I don't know. But yeah, like literally, yeah, I don't need to show you, but that's what happened. So now I'm gonna go back to studying. I did my little break, which was just to put on my contacts and clean my face. I was gonna try to clean some of my room, but I really want to get back to studying. So we're gonna put up another alarm. Okay, Google, set an alarm an hour from now. Thanks, boo. Okay, so back to studying. It's break time number 2, so now I'm gonna actually do something productive for my room at least. And I'm gonna hang the clothing that I washed a week ago. They're just sitting over there. Yeah, it's a little gross, but yeah, I need to hang all that. It's clean, and then move the dirty clothes that are on the floor into the actual hamper where they belong. I've been stress eating ever since I bought these chips from Trader Joe's. These are all impulse buys. Yeah, I really did not need to put this in my system, but yeah, I've had them since yesterday, and I think I need to stop eating. So you can see the evidence is right here, but I'm gonna let my family try and let them give their reviews on it. I'm gonna have a video on my reviews on these too, so I'll put the link down below once it's up, but yeah, I need to stop. I finally finished this whole Quizlet set. Now I'm gonna take the practice test, and then afterwards I'm gonna review the old stuff and then hopefully go over psych today. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the gym. Maybe I'll just do a little workout at home or run in the neighborhood. I don't know. Practice test, here we go. Hey everyone, it's Monday. I'm wearing the same shirt. Yeah, I feel disgusting. Well, right now I'm just gonna review some last material on love values, and then I'm gonna go on a run, make myself even more disgusting, and then take a shower and be fresh and ready to go for my final. My final today is at 12:30, so I'm gonna leave my house at 11:30, so I arrive there 30 minutes early, because I know I always run late, so I gotta make sure I leave early. So yeah, that's what's going on. Am I feeling too good about it? I don't know. The practice test I didn't go too well, so I'm just praying that I pass at this point. Hey, so I'm back from my run. I didn't run as long as I wanted to. I can run for a good 20 minutes on the treadmill, but in real life, like on the actual ground, it's just much harder. So I only ran for like, I think 15 minutes or maybe even 10 only, but it was good. I wish I could have recorded some of those different outdoor machines they had near my neighborhood, but my camera ran out of space, so for the next vlog I'll try to do that. But yeah, feeling a little tired. I need to eat some breakfast. I didn't eat before going. I just drank water, which is another bad choice. I should have probably brought a snack or something in case I were to get hypoglycemic or close to passing out, but that didn't happen, thankfully. So yeah, I'm gonna take a shower now. I'm gonna get ready for my exam today.